Hi everyone, welcome to Fluent English for You. Get ready to start speaking with confidence.
Most English learners miss out on a massive opportunity every single night, and they do not even know it exists.
Wait, what are we missing? Is it some kind of secret midnight English club?
Better, you are probably leaving valuable study time on the table, time that could make you fluent faster just before you fall asleep.
No way. I thought my brain just shut down for the night.
Exactly! That is the common mistake. But what if I told you there is a simple, relaxing bedtime routine that primes your brain for English learning, even when you are not actively studying?
Okay, you have my attention. Tell me more about this brain-priming magic.
It is not magic, it is science. And later, I will reveal a specific, surprising technique that makes your brain want to learn English while you are simply winding down. Before we dive into the how, let us talk about the why. Has anyone else ever tried to cram vocabulary right before bed and felt totally overwhelmed?
Oh, absolutely. My brain feels like a broken record player, just skipping over words.
Yes. Type yes in the comments right now if you have ever felt that frustrating scramble right before trying to sleep. I have a story about that exact situation.
I am already typing. Yes, please share your wisdom.
Okay, so picture this. I was about your age, maybe 19, and I had a huge English presentation the next day. I felt totally unprepared.
Oh, the classic pre-exam panic. I know that feeling well.
Precisely. So I decided I would pull an all-nighter, but not a full one. My plan was to review all my notes, all my vocabulary, everything, right up until I closed my eyes.
Sounds like a recipe for disaster. Did you actually try to memorize words in your sleep?
Worse! I had my flashcards spread out on my bed, my textbook open, the room was brightly lit, my phone was buzzing with notifications from friends.
No. That is literally the opposite of a good bedtime routine.
I know, right? I was completely wired. Every time I tried to close my eyes, I saw English words floating behind my eyelids. I was mentally rehearsing sentences.
Did you sleep at all?
Barely. I probably got 2 hours of restless, fragmented sleep, and when my alarm went off, I felt like a zombie.
I bet your presentation did not go so well then.
It was a catastrophe. I stumbled over my words, forgot key vocabulary, and felt completely disorganized. My brain simply did not retain anything.
Because you were stressed out and exhausted.
Exactly. My brain needed to process, to consolidate the information, but I gave it no chance. I forced it to be on until the last second.
So, trying to cram English right before bed is a bad idea. Got it. But then how do we use that time effectively?
That is the whole point. The mistake was thinking more. Active, study was better. The real power is in a calm, consistent routine that lets your brain work for you.
I definitely do not want to repeat your zombie presentation experience. What is the secret?
That experience taught me a vital lesson. Your brain needs to wind down, not ramp up, before sleep. This applies to English learning too.
So how do we wind down in English? I am ready to learn these phrases.
Our first phrase is to wind down. This means to relax gradually after a period of activity or excitement, preparing for rest.
So it is like slowing everything down?
Precisely. You cannot just jump from intense study to sleep. You need to wind down your mind and body. I like to read a calming English book for 30 minutes to wind down before bed. Repeat this sentence aloud, focusing on the natural flow. I like to read a calming English book for 30 minutes to wind down before bed. Next we have to drift off. This means to fall asleep slowly and gently, often without really noticing it.
That is such a peaceful image. Not like my usual crash into bed feeling.
Exactly. When you drift off, it is smooth, like a boat slowly moving away from the shore. After a relaxing English podcast, I often drift off to sleep easily. Say this phrase with a gentle tone. After a relaxing English podcast, I often drift off to sleep easily. Our third phrase is to sleep like a baby. This simply means to sleep very soundly and deeply, without any disturbances.
Oh, that is the dream. I wish I could always sleep like a baby.
Many people do. It implies a perfect, uninterrupted rest, which is essential for your brain to process everything, including new English. Thanks to my new routine, I now sleep like a baby every night. Try saying this statement with confidence. Thanks to my new routine, I now sleep like a baby every night. All right, Alex, you learned 3 super useful phrases for your bedtime routine. Now, let us see if you can apply them.
Bring on the challenge. My brain is ready, and hopefully it will sleep like a baby tonight.
Look at the screen and choose the best option. Take your time. Which phrase means to fall asleep slowly and gently? Option A, to wind down. Option B, to drift off. Option C, to sleep like a baby. The correct answer is B, to drift off.
Yes, because to wind down is about relaxing before sleep, and to sleep like a baby is about the quality of sleep, not the act of falling asleep.
Excellent work, Alex. Now that you know the phrases, let us put them into a real-life conversation. We are going to talk about our ideal English bedtime routines.
I am ready. Let us pretend we are planning our perfect English-infused night.
Okay, so what is the very first thing you do to start winding down for the night with English in mind?
Well, I used to scroll on my phone, which was terrible. Now, I try to put my phone away an hour before bed. Instead, I listen to a relaxing English audiobook.
Smart move. That is a perfect way to begin to wind down. No bright screens stimulating your brain.
Exactly. The narrator's voice helps me switch off from the day. It is not active study, just gentle listening.
And how long do you do that? Do you just keep listening until you drift off?
Not exactly. I listened for about 30 minutes. Then, I read a chapter of an English novel. Nothing too complex, just something enjoyable.
So you are combining auditory and visual input, but keeping it light. That sounds like a solid strategy to help you drift off peacefully.
I think so. The story gives my mind something calm to focus on, instead of replaying the day's events.
It absolutely does. Many people find reading before bed helps them calm their thoughts and prepare to sleep like a baby.
It really makes a difference. I used to struggle to fall asleep, but now I feel myself starting to drift off much faster.
That is the goal, avoiding anything too stimulating. What about before the audiobook? Do you have any English-related habits earlier in the evening to set the stage?
Oh, yes. After dinner, I try to watch an English show with subtitles for 20 minutes. Not a heavy drama, maybe a comedy or a documentary.
Excellent. That is a great way to immerse yourself without creating stress. You are still taking in English, but it is entertainment, part of your winding down process.
And then, before the audiobook, I sometimes quickly jot down 5 new English words I heard that day. Just a quick review, nothing intense.
A quick review is perfect. It activates your memory without overstimulating it. You are telling your brain, hey, this is important, but we are also going to relax now.
So the key is consistency and low pressure. Not trying to master a whole new grammar concept right before I drift off.
Exactly. The brain consolidates memories during sleep. If you are stressed, it has trouble doing that. A calm mind helps you sleep like a baby and remember more.
I actually feel more confident about my English now, just thinking about a structured, relaxing routine.
That is the power of it. It is not about forcing learning, but creating the right environment for it. So no more trying to cram hundreds of words right before you try to drift off, right?
Definitely not. My flashcards are staying far away from my bed. I am all about the gentle wind down now.
Fantastic! And when you wake up, you will feel refreshed, having slept like a baby, and your English brain will have done some background work.
This is a game changer. I always thought bedtime was just for sleeping, not for optimizing my English skills.
It is both. A healthy sleep routine is foundational for all learning, especially language. You are setting yourself up for success.
I am looking forward to my English audiobook tonight and then drifting off without any stress.
That is the spirit. A consistent routine, even a simple one, makes a huge difference. Wow, Alex, that was a great conversation about building an English-friendly bedtime routine.
I feel like I have learned so much. It is not just about sleeping, it is about smart English habits.
So to quickly recap, we learned to wind down, which means to relax gradually before sleeping.
And to drift off, for when you fall asleep slowly and gently.
And finally, to sleep like a baby, meaning to have a very sound, deep sleep. These phrases are your new best friends for a restful night and better English. Now it is your turn to put them into practice.
I am excited for the homework. What is our mission this week?
Your mission this week is to create your own English bedtime routine. Pick one small English activity, maybe listening to a short podcast, reading one page of a simple book, or just reviewing 3 new words, and commit to doing it for 15 minutes before you start to wind down. Then try to use the phrases to wind down, to drift off, and to sleep like a baby when you describe your routine to yourself or to a friend. Make it a habit. Consistency is key, even with small steps. And remember that surprising secret I mentioned earlier?
Oh yes, the brain priming magic. I almost forgot.
The secret to passive learning while you sleep is not about listening to English while unconscious, but about creating a calm, consistent, and positive English environment right before bed. This low-stress exposure helps your brain consolidate new information and makes you more receptive to learning the next day. It is about quality, not quantity, right before you drift off. If you enjoyed this lesson and want more ways to make English learning effortless, please give us a like and subscribe.
And hit that notification bell so you do not miss our next video. We want you to sleep like a baby and wake up speaking fluent English. See you next time.